Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, tomorrow we will be back for Hot Messy Topics with Ashley and Amani from Taste of Reality, which I'm really excited about because Jason and I are going to get to hang out with them, I think next week in Charleston. So yeah, lots going on. But in the meantime, I did do a video while I was in the Dominican Republic. We got back the night before last, but like late. And it was a video about Teresa Giudice going in on Heather McDonald for having opinions on Luis Ruelas. So a lot was happening. And yeah, well, now Heather McDonald is answering what Teresa said. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in. Listen, as much as you guys want to know about the drama based off of the comments, you guys also want to talk to me about my skincare, my face. And I appreciate that. I think that's really sweet, but it's not a huge secret for those of you guys who are new to the Up and Adam family. It is my Blue Mean Face Pro 2.0. So with the press of a button, I can change the settings, but you can hear it. It sounds like a little massage, and it uses little microcurrents to lift, illuminate, rejuvenate, and take the inflammation out of your skin. So again, normally 300 with the link that I'm posting in the description, also pinning in the comment section, you get it for 100. And if you don't absolutely love it and it doesn't reduce your double chin, then they'll give you 100% of your money back. So anybody who doesn't believe in it, it's 100% of your money back. Anyways, let's go into the Heather McDonald, Teresa Louis. Shall we? Guys, this one was a doozy. So Heather McDonald recently, she addressed the criticism from Teresa Giudice, and this was commentary that Heather was giving on Juicy Scoop. But I think that the way that she handled it, honestly, I thought it was very professional. It was very on point. And I'll play the clip for you. But on her Juicy Scoop podcast, Heather explained that she discussed Teresa and Louis reported $3 million in tax liens and also the $1 million loan owned by Louis. And these topics were, I mean, honestly, everybody in the media was talking about them. It was not just them. So yeah, of course. What do you expect? But moving on. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that she's the one getting the shit for this, by the way. She emphasized that her role involved discussing pop culture and reality TV news. And she said, my job does involve talking about pop culture and Bravo. And so, yeah, I brought it up with my guest at the time that the story broke. And her guest at the time that the story broke was Kate Casey. And you guys know we've had Kate Casey on before. I love her. I think that she's phenomenal. But when I covered the first part of this where Teresa was trashing Heather, I think I said the same thing that Heather's saying. Heather has a big platform where she talks about pop culture, whether it's good, it's bad, it's ratings, it's a new show, it's drama. She talks about it. She gives a funny spin to it. This is why she has such a great following. People love Heather McDonald. She covers everything. It's not all of a sudden your fiance bought her a fancy meal in St. Barths, which great. And then she has to keep her mouth shut. That's not how that works. You don't just get to buy her off. It's her platform. She talks about it. You did it. She's going to talk about it. This isn't fucking rocket science. But anyways, Heather also mentioned a past interaction with Teresa and Louis during a group lunch in St. Bart's where Louis did pay for the majority of the meal. And she clarified that the event occurred 2 years ago and she has not maintained contact with them since. But she said, I also said that he is pleasant and fun to be around, but it is an interesting story being that her life is, well, in the last 17 years, it's been on a reality TV show, which is about aspirational luxury lifestyles. Again, she's not wrong. I mean, if you guys are getting sued collectively for $3 million in taxes and you're in St. Bart's and Mykonos and wherever else that you guys go, yeah, that's a red flag. You guys are the ones who are putting your lifestyle out there. You're traveling, you're gifting people Chanel, you're buying $4 million homes, you have these expensive cars, you're taking these expensive trips, and you have a lot of debt that is being blasted out in the media. If Heather McDonald is going to cover that, she's not wrong. It's actually, and she's not the only one. Everyone is covering it. What are they? Do you know how dumb this sounds? But hold on. Still, not done. Teresa, on the other hand, she did express that she was not happy with Heather's comments. And yeah, she suggested that discussing their financial matters was inappropriate given their past acquaintance. And she felt that Heather's remarks were a betrayal of their previous friendly interaction where Louis bought the majority of their dinner. Again, Louis bought you a steak and some wine, so you better shut the up. No, do you know how? No, Teresa, that's not how that works. But obviously, there's going to be tensions with this, and I think that the way that Heather McDonald handled it and spoke on it, I thought it was very good and professional. But I'm not just going to sell that to you. I want to play it for you. Here we go.
Mad at me of Teresa is mad at me of Teresa and Louis because I reported on the story that was everywhere about their recent tax issues, which I have no doubt it's not a big deal according to Teresa. According to Gia, it's not a big deal. And I shouldn't have discussed it in her opinion, because at one time, 2 years ago, we hung out and had lunch, and Louis did pay for the majority of a very nice, fancy lunch in St. Barths. This is the infamous St. Barths trip. And I did enjoy hanging with both of them. We were with other people. They had a couple or two with them. And, Louis was, ordering the bottles of champagne and all that, which was fun. It was a lunch, though. It was a lunch. And it wasn't like anyone was getting, super wasted or anything. It was just one of those like St. Barths where you're dancing on the tables and having fun. Since then, I have not really seen them or talked to them on the phone or anything. And as you know, my job does involve talking about pop culture and Bravo. And so, yeah, I brought it up with my guest at the time that the story broke. My guest was Kate Casey, and I don't censor my guest's comments either. So there were her comments, and this is a comedy interview pop culture show. And we do make fun of things that happen in pop culture and with reality stars. However, she was hurt, she was pissed, and there's been some talking about it. So I wanted to clear it up. And, I couldn't remember if I said it on my regular show or my Patreon show, but I did say I want to see them to continue to be on TV. Maybe this isn't a big deal. And it was an accounting error. Okay, fine. I also said that he is pleasant and fun to be around. But it's an interesting story, being that her life in the last 17 years has been being on a reality show, which is about aspirational luxury lifestyles. We know what happened with her former husband. We know that she unfortunately had to go and do time for a year, and then she's been with Louis for quite a long time. They've been together 5 years. Obviously, it's a solid situation there. So I have no doubt that they're going to stay together. Teresa.
All right. So again, thank you to Skylar Talk Shit. We appreciate that. Yeah, I think that she said it in the best way possible. Now, I want to hear what you guys think. I don't think Heather McDonald did anything wrong in this. But guys, pop off in the comment section. Again, if you want to check out the Blooming Face Bro 2.0, you can click on the link in the description, also pinned in the comment section. But love you guys. Definitely want to hear your input. And don't forget that we are going live tomorrow for Hot Messy Topics. See you later.